Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Pinball Mafia live stream. Today is Sunday, August the early 2nd.
The Pinball Mafia is live.
What? And we're playing pinball. What? That never happens. We're playing Iron Maiden, Jurassic Park, and Ghostbusters, and we're gonna get to it. Leon, get over there.
Look at that. We waste no time. Straight to the pinball.
So I'm gonna go ahead and refresh this window for chat.
You'll notice Alan is gone, so it's all 4-player game.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a great stream.
Because Alan is gone, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking. I promise. I love you, Alan.
All right. What do we got here? W. Furman, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you every week.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the follow.
Oh, I tried to button it up, but I'm just going to go with the undershirt.
Getting too hot?
No, I like the look of the undershirt better.
Okay.
I have the jacket for me being cold because I'm always cold.
Burrs! So remember
yes.
last week?
I accidentally
yes.
sold my volcano. Yeah.
I remember it got sold. I did not hear
Remember
about it being an
yesterday?
I didn't know it was an
Walking on a
accident.
raid
How do you
with us?
accidentally sell it?
Oh, yeah, we still have this set up for Run to the Hills, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We need to not do that and just write down the settings so if we do it, we could. Yeah. So.
Are we playing?
So extra balls are on, and
Yes, but we won't be playing it on the stream.
everything, all the modes. God, can't say the simple word. We're gonna start at the same.
Hey!
Hey-o.
Oh. Well, I'm guessing that's a congratulations.
Well, there's an exclamation
It accidentally
point,
got
so
sold,
I think
and it
it's happening.
accidentally got not sold. Oh,
Burrs,
nice little nudge there.
Thanks for joining us
Thank
on
you.
our
That
Pokemon
was-
raid yesterday.
That was a good
yeah.
jailbreak.
That was hilarious.
Well, that wasn't yesterday. That was today, wasn't it?
That was yesterday.
Was it yesterday you
was
joined the
yesterday.
raid with us, Burrs?
I accidentally sold it because I didn't want to sell it, but the guy really wanted it, so he asked how much it would take to convince me to sell it. I threw him a number, and he took it.
Sort of. Sort of threw him a number, and he sort of did.
All right, so here in a minute, we are going to open up a brand new bottle, something we've never tried. I don't know, we've talked about Garrison Brothers whiskey on here before. It's my favorite
Local.
new whiskey.
Well, not super local, but in Texas.
Yeah, it's made, well, it's kind of local to me because we have a house right up down the road.
Okay.
Anyway, this is called Garrison Brothers Honeydew, and what they do is they take their whiskey barrels and they chop it up,
Yep.
and they soak the wood in honey.
Right.
Then they take that and dangle it so it's suspended inside of a cask.
Yeah.
And they let that honey flavor infuse into the whiskey.
Cool.
And my brother-in-law texted me yesterday and said they have a case that they're selling at the store.
So
you
you
should go
went and
get
got
it because it's delicious and it's going to sell out quick.
And here you are.
And here I am with it. So we're going to try it just a little bit.
And they're gonna give me the bottle when they finish it. Because I like empty
Fine with
bottles.
me.
I mean, we got pretty good in the price because I wanted to stream it one more time before I sold it, so told me I had to wait till this weekend.
Woo, Lazarus.
And I'm guessing he said, I don't want to wait that long. Keep it.
So he didn't, I guess he decided he didn't want to wait 1 week.
So I don't want to wait that long. I'd rather not have one. Is what he said. I'd rather wait until another one comes up for sale than for sure have this one next week.
Yeah.
Then, as this weekend got closer, I asked him if he was still interested, and he said he found a deal for a demolition man and a deal, I don't know what that means, but I'm dumb.
A dig dug.
Dig dug. So he bought that and didn't have money or space, wanted to follow up.
Understand that. You get a good enough deal? Makes sense.
That's at the
So
pinball
as
sales.
we're not paying attention to Uncle Leon, and he has 110 million over
Yeah.
there.
he's
Oh,
doing
as always, we
quite
don't
well.
pay attention to Leon, and he's killing the game.
On a multi-ball. Look at him go.
Yeah. So we're not playing extra balls on the stream, just so you know.
Because we have a time limit.
Yeah. We're, it's gonna be 40 minutes,
Yeah, we're gonna play each game 40 minutes.
and then we'll move to the next one, or roughly, you know.
How did
Yes, that was a great little.
the nudge?
He's been having some good nudges.
What the hell?
That left out lane is usually pretty hungry too.
Hungry out lane. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Nice. Little 80% live catch there.
What
Whoa!
It was scary for me too,
Could have
guys.
gone a lot of different ways there. I played extra balls on Volcano, but I'm bad. Figured they leave them on at Pinburg. If they
I'm
leave them
Allowed to
on,
play them at home. Yeah.
You're allowed to do whatever you want at home, Bird.
Yeah. Maiden is not a short enough game. You're gonna have to plunge those extra balls you got, though, Mr. Walkaway.
Okay.
Uncle Leon is this person who would walk up, play someone else's ball, but he'd also be the person that lets someone else play his ball.
Oh yeah. The left out
Not
lane
on purpose.
on my Maiden was like a vacuum. It absolutely is. Because I think stock, the left one's all the way up, right? And the right one's not. Am I wrong? People who are over there and looking at it and able
Oh,
to.
the left one's in the middle, right one's all the way up. Yeah.
Oh, okay, backwards.
Was that my only extra ball?
I don't know. I think so.
Let's
That would
find
that would
out.
make sense. It's after the first one. It's kind of hard to earn them.
Okay. All right. Welcome to the stream, Leon. Glad to be here.
You and your dad have just cracked
Happy
me
to
up
have
all
you.
day. I booped your. Oh,
Nice
you
shirt you got there.
Oh yes, my Adams Family shirt.
The Hungarian Pinball Open, which you attended, I do believe.
did not attend, but the shirt.
No, but the
was-
shirt's badass.
Yeah.
I really love this shirt. It's the, you guys can't see it, it's the Adams Family Mansion with a bunch
Flags.
of European flags in it.
in the windows. Yes.
Yeah. Pretty
Just
cool.
don't ask us to name all the flags.
I can get a good 80% and then I'm going to start offending people.
I don't know countries by their flags.
But do you know flags by their country?
What?
Wow.
I got a shirt for Pinburg event, though I didn't attend it.
Is it the second place one, or did you find a different one?
Good job.
I saw a lot of that came in second place.
So you're entitled to wear a shirt. They used to bring me back shirts from events back when I was still too child to go anywhere. Yes, I said those words and meant them. So yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Hey, Anti-Pig, what's up?
I see
Nice to
France,
see you.
Switzerland, Greece, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Spain, and Germany for sure on that house.
Wow, somebody can see pretty good. I didn't think it was coming through that large, but our
Well, we
screen.
have a tiny-
We have a tiny little screen.
Happy hottest month of the year.
Yes.
thank you.
So looking forward to the rest
As
of August.
to you.
You know what's really hot? July in the Texas Hill Country
Yeah.
with no wind or rain.
Oh, I was
Usually
wrong.
August is the hottest. July's a pretty good
Or
runner-up.
air conditioning.
All right, Dennis, how'd you do? 18? All right.
Not great.
Not great.
Not great.
I've
How
seen
did you
better.
go up there for that long and get that score?
Well, because I got the mode started and then promptly made no shots in it.
Yeah, you would
Well,
do that.
excuse me, I slowly made no shots in it.
Yeah, you would do that.
Oh my god, that was weird. It like stuck for a second.
Anti-Pig.
I think there's like a little particle on the playfield there.
Second place? You mean tied for first? Yes.
That's exactly what we meant.
What?
The Pinball shirts.
No. What month of the year is the hottest? June.
Oh, July. Okay.
August.
Or sorry, July
Well,
or August.
August.
The Pinball shirts are like I came in second or I tied for first. You haven't seen the Pinball shirts?
No.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them.
It's like I came in second place at Pinball or something like that. I forget the exact wording.
I tied for first at Pinball
Tied for
2020.
first. There you go. It is the tied for first.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
But literally, the conversation we just had made my brain do a dump.
It could have gone either way. July and August, Pinball spots, goes either way.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pinburg, TPF opened up their
hotel
rooms for
So
next
now,
March.
once again, we have a hotel room and prepaid admission, and I wonder if we're going to get to go.
Wait, am I allowed? Is my admission not there anymore? Because I.
No, it all stay. If you were paid last
No,
year.
no, no. So get this.
Okay.
So we kept waiting to pull Kelly out of the tournament.
Right.
And then finally, we're like, it's the right thing to do. We'll
Let
pull,
somebody else
we'll
go
pull
in.
Kelly out of the tournament because she can't make it.
I remember.
So somebody else can play.
Right.
We pull her out of the tournament.
And they
Everything's
cancel the
canceled.
tournament.
Now the tournament is locked for next year. If you have an entry for this year, you're entered into next
Yeah,
year.
she
So
gotta
Kelly gets screwed.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hopefully we can get you in somehow.
And we were
Why
waiting
is my
and waiting.
life always like this?
I shouldn't have been nice. It does not pay to be nice.
Have you learned nothing from watching television?
Exactly.
You don't know me. I'm just
I
gonna
just
eat
can't
chocolate.
see the screen well from over there.
You tried contacting the event coordinators.
Oh, you should do that because you're people who know people.
Well, yeah, I can.
No one's allowed to judge me for the way I eat this chocolate.
Yeah, we know the event people and
I
Ed
do.
and Kim,
I
Ed
don't-
and Kim as well. So it all depends.
Why so much?
But it is what it is. I mean, are they going to kick the person out that took her spot so she can have it back?
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't put up a fuss about it.
What are they going to do?
No.
I know what
Put
I
me
would
on
do
a
if I was in
waiting
their spot. I would tell you get in the wait list. And
Uh-huh.
Hey, should we put me on the wait list?
they don't have one.
Yeah, there's not one yet.
Should we contact them so I'm first on the wait list?
But don't worry, Kelly. When they do put up the wait list, we'll make sure we wait a month or two and then go, oh, get you right on it.
You always do that.
Yeah.
Every time.
We did that for Pinburg last year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it. That was-
Actually, it was the year before last.
Yeah.
Last year was canceled.
That was the year we thought the women's was going to be a walk-up sign-up, and it wasn't.
Yeah. It's funny that he and I both saw the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That, and boy, were we wrong.
It happened.
Hey, Lauren!
Back box. Good to see you, Lauren.
Alright. Thank you for the bets. My little animation.
And the unicorn. Yeah.
Oh, man, I couldn't
I like a
decide.
little bit animation. That's cool.
All right, Kelly, you got
Kelly.
Okay, Georgia.
All right. I need some ice to go with my whiskey.
Burr says he's been wrong. Unbelievable for a statistician. Flipper Snapper, welcome to the stream. Tracy.
How you doing, bud?
Oh, you know what I think I noticed?
I'll let him do that.
When I was doing my trivia,
Go ahead.
and besides the fact that I was rocking back and forth a lot on that little screen,
Woo!
I think when you step on the cord,
Sure.
it makes a little thump sound because,
It may do.
yeah, I kept hearing a thump, thump, thump. I
Yeah.
think it was my foot on the cord. Maybe.
It might be.
So I'll have to watch out for that.
Yeah.
It's like Cheers. Norm.
Did y'all think Backbox for the bits?
Yes, we did thank. We did thank.
Well, thank you again.
We thanked Lauren directly. Okay, so if anybody
don't
wasn't
know
here
that that's
earlier, we
Shame
were
on you.
trying a new whiskey, Garrison Brothers Made right here in Texas.
I like the top.
Um,
I like the yellow.
It's my favorite whiskey. This is a new one they came out with called Honeydew. It's has a slight honey infusion.
There's bees on
Honey,
the label.
do me some whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta break the wax seal.
I don't know, sometimes.
There's bees on
You
the
gotta
label,
just
so
go
it
for
must
it.
be true.
Is there really bees on the label?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
everywhere.
look, there's bees. I don't have my glasses on.
Those are pretty big bees too.
Thank
Sure
you.
smells like whiskey.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, where are the glasses only?
Thank
A little
you.
bit slide.
You'll
Whoa.
have to go
Yeah, you'll
grab
need a
one.
tumbler.
They're back here?
Yeah.
Or just
Doesn't smell that different, actually. I was expecting a lot of honey. Is it beeswax? No.
They infuse, they soak, they take a cask that they made whiskey in and they cut it up and they soak it in honey.
Stuck with the chef's now.
Then they suspend it in a barrel of aging whiskey.
Can I just wash out one of these?
I honestly kind of went in expecting that to be a lot, like, not like it. But I do. It's pretty good. I don't like flavored whiskeys.
I don't like
so
flavored whiskey much anymore either.
This is like a slight hint of honey that just kind of helps. I mean, it's like the tiniest amount, but it's really, really good. Because there's that other honey whiskey that I think it's like, is it Jim Beam that does the honey, or is it Jack Daniels? One of the two, they do a honey whiskey, and I don't really care for it. Too
I can barely even tell it's there.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, it's there.
It is called
Honeydew.
Pearson Brothers Honeydew.
It's,
I can get it really close to the camera, but it'll just get out of focus.
Yeah, it's small batches made.
Look at that
fairly,
bokeh.
Fairly locally to us, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to get your hands on it where you are, but
Actually, it's really close to Lauren.
oh, I was just saying for the general audience.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
but
very close to Lauren back box. It is made between a little town between Johnson City and Fredericksburg.
Hi, Texas. HYE.
Yeah, it's it. Hi.
It's very good. I do suggest it.
Ah,
I don't know if it would be an everyday
don't-
thing for me.
This sifter is not that great with these rounded cubed ice.
Yeah.
Because they formed the thing perfectly and they make a
oh,
dam.
that was rude.
I'm having a hard time drinking.
All you have to do to get around that,
Yeah.
just no ice.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna go there.
The internet says I can buy it for $90
Kelly
online,
is
but
playing.
it also says
Kelly.
out of stock. It might be true. I don't know. Okay,
It
so
was
the more
on
I'm drinking it,
This is really good. It's smooth.
I like it. I do. It wouldn't be an everyday thing for me. This would be like if I'm feeling in the mood for the honey, I would get this one down. But I think otherwise I would stick to a regular one. But it is very good. It's just you got to
That
be in the right
smells
mindset
good.
for it.
That
I don't find that
smells
it's
really
too
good.
much different than
I enjoy
regular.
the
whiskey. I don't.
Oh, I
I'm
think
not.
it's
I am not
crazy
being
different, yeah.
overwhelmed by the honey.
They made
Maybe because the I mean,
I'm
to me,
starting to be overwhelmed by the honey.
Are you?
Yeah. But not where it's bad. It's just, I mean, it's the taste of honey, but it's just very there.
That
Every other
smells
flavored one that I've tried
fantastic.
has been overwhelmed by the flavor
Hey,
it's
Uncle
done.
Leon, maybe
Yeah.
just
This
play
one, the
better
first
and
sip
the ball won't
was
get stuck.
was
Have you tried that?
kind of neutral, and then it gains as you go. Anyway, sorry, we're here for
See,
pinball.
not like that.
Apologize for that.
We're here for pinball.
Apparently she
After
did
we
a great-
we did a giant whiskey tasting. We are whiskey tasters too.
Let me just.
I'm next, by the
Preston,
way.
Preston just walked over to Ghostbusters because he knew he did a dumb, and then knocked off.
Don't tell people things that I do.
And then proceeded to
No
knock.
one needs to know what happens behind the camera.
Would you like to tell them what you did, Preston?
I knocked the Penn Stadiums off of Ghostbusters, and they were dangling by the cord, which was already broken once.
Woo! That was fast.
That's how much I love this new whiskey.
Yes.
I just
maybe
let the
that's
ball
the
go,
reason for the humor,
so
is
I
because
can
I'm
come
not
have
as
another
good as
sip.
them,
It's
and
very
I tell them
honey.
To play better.
I might rescind
What I'm gonna do
My,
is to Uncle Leon when people hear
my
so
saying.
tip.
You like
"Don't
it?
buy it."
That's good.
Unless you're a honey person.
I do
in which
like
case,
it.
go for it. Or you like it on the rocks. I imagine it would be good on the rocks.
Kelly is no, her score's not half. Oh, was she? Unless she was telling Leon to play.
I-
I was
Yeah, rushing
joking
to
and
get
telling
a bottle.
Uncle Leon to play
Okay.
better. Wait,
Usually you tell me that, and I'm like, no, you're killing me.
see, that's not hard to do.
You know that little up post past the spinner?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah,
when
I-
it goes down about that much too
Sounded
far.
like the,
My ball got stuck
what
in the
was
circle.
that?
I
It
had
was
to
like a Pinball
pop it
Mafia
loose, and it
sound.
cost me the damn
Very
ball.
excited about moving. I was packing earlier today.
Need to
Mom
level
made me
that
pack,
out.
but I was packing. It's weird because I'm moving in on like the 18th. So
18th?
you'll get 2 more weeks of me.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll take it.
So
And then
I
I'm gonna
leave
be-
not this Monday, but is it 2 weeks from Monday? Yeah, 2 weeks from Monday. We'll leave the bringer.
What machine is Dennis moving for you?
Hey,
Whitewater.
she doesn't have a roommate, so there is room
Let me
for
just
a
move out
machine.
that second bed.
I ought to call the college and say, hey, so what's your
policy?
What's your policy for moving in the pinball machines? And they're like, and they can go, what are you talking about? Well, like, well, doesn't everybody move in a pinball machine?
Exactly.
If you know what I want to do, I want to tell people that I have a pinball machine and bring it for
It'll probably be very hard to keep your friends out of your room for social distancing if you have a pinball machine.
I don't need them out. I just want to keep me in.
Yeah, that's okay. After this is over, party central.
Hey, big anti-star, thank you for the follow. We look forward to seeing you every week.
Thanks for the follow.
She
Cheers.
says.
They'll find me.
Oh, we got
No,
this. We do have
my
the speaker
college
on.
literally is making it to where we
didn't hear
don't
you.
have roommates. Like that's a
The
thing.
sound might not be on. Excuse me.
Yeah, the
I can't
power's
see.
on. Maybe the volume.
Volume's turned up. It should.
What's happening?
It may not be plugged in all the way to the computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That could be it. I got it.
What's happening?
Looks like the cord wasn't plugged all the way in.
Yeah, we
It
have
wasn't my fault this time.
we have audio so we can hear when people follow now. But I think the cord pulled out a little bit.
Cheers.
Sometimes I'm so busy reading the chat I miss the little graphic over here.
Okay, I can't quite read that without my glasses. Does that say beak?
Big anti-star.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was just trying to read it better.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be living without a roommate, which is great because I can do all my weird sleeping habits without feeling like I'm being judged.
Okay.
No.
These particular types of ice
Oh,
cubes
too.
are not good
For this.
for this.
Yeah.
Have fun with your yoga, Tracy. I love you. Oh my God,
need the
I
big
love
ones.
that so much.
Happy yoga.
Are you press?
Happy yoga.
Oh,
Wow.
not multi-ball, extra ball. That's the word. Big brain. Big wrinkle brain.
I'm gonna get a different glass.
Oh my god. Screw it.
This one looks clean. I just need a couple cubes of ice.
I'll be right back.
All right. And I'll do some
So,
yoga.
How you doing, Press? Ha! Wow, look at that light.
You may not be
Make
able
it
to tell,
over
but I'm on
quickly.
one leg.
There we go. Now it's going on.
You're good. What?
What'd you do? Is that an extra ball?
Yeah.
I was gonna cry.
Show me tree stance, Leon. If that wasn't the one I was doing.
Tree stand?
The only yoga pose I can do is dying dog.
Give me.
I know what a
a
tree is.
I was doing the one with your arms out and
yoga
on one
poses.
foot.
Dying dog, you just lay on the ground.
I could do that. I could do that.
Hey, will you give me some whiskey, please? A little more whiskey.
I didn't know what you're pointing at. There you go.
I was hoping you'd take the lid off. But
Why would I do that?
Woo!
Although I'm pretty sure the pose I was doing might be the one from that movie with the Karate Kid. May not be actual yoga.
Because I can show y'all some
Yeah.
yoga. Because I used to take yoga because I didn't want to take PE.
oh, you did. You took yoga in high school.
I did. Fun fact of the day, I used to take yoga. So here we go. Let's take off the jacket. Shoo shoo. Very good at tree.
Which pose is that?
Tree.
That's tree.
That's tree.
This is tree.
This is tree.
Man, I was damn close. I did this thing, but then I did this.
Preston went fifth
I
position.
was balleting it.
Well, that seems like that would be a yoga pose.
It does. All right, if you're gonna have the stool, sit in it because we need the room.
Yeah. You.
Okay, wait. I just want to see what I can remember from yoga. It's been a while. It really has. My favorite was camel, which is on the ground. No.
I feel like I'm doing that right now.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. All right, hang on. We're doing camel. Ooh.
We're doing camel, which they can't really see.
They probably aren't gonna. They're not gonna be able to
But
see.
you're on the ground. You're on your knees.
I see that.
And
Yeah.
then
And then you swim, and then you look behind you to make sure there are no intruders. And then you're really worried about the intruders, and then you're back. Okay. I've never seen a camel do that.
I
You
have
go ahead
never
and say
seen
that right
a camel
now.
do that either.
Also, child's pose. Oh. Mwah.
Some people do tree with arms. I nailed it. Nailed it.
So what was Leon doing? The Karate Kid?
Yeah, I think he was doing like
He
this.
went like this.
That's the
probably.
Karate Kid, right?
Yeah.
Crane. I've never seen a tree do yoga either.
I mean, I don't get it. At least this looks like a tree, though. I feel like there's no way to
Crane
make that
stance
look like a
is not
camel.
a yoga pose,
It's not.
but it should be.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, it should.
Completely different thing. I can't remember. I like repressed yoga memories because I just hated anything that had to do with exercise. Which she made us exercise.
Well, that's what PE is, right?
Yeah. But I took it to not do PE stuff, and then she made us do push-ups, and she was like, okay, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go up, and this is a yoga move called blah blah blah, and I was like, no, it's a push-up, Miss Hornsby.
So you can clearly see on the video the lights from the pin stadiums on
Yep,
all
on the ramps.
on the ramps and the habit trails.
Yep.
And supposedly the new ones do not have that problem
They,
because he has
diffuse
a
it.
built-in diffuser.
Yeah.
I did.
Corpse pose is fantastic. We ended off every single class with that, and I fell asleep more times than I can count.
Yeah, I got the email for him a while ago, and I looked at them like, those look really cool. I can't see the lights on the ramps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I already own these though.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
Now, if there is a diffuser upgrade for the current ones, well, we'll talk about it. And any future ones probably have a diffuser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get new ones, I'd get the diffuser.
Yeah. With Ted diffuser.
There's one specific move that I have in my head that I can't remember the name of. But you're on the I'm going to show y'all, even though y'all don't want to see it. My brain's still on yoga, and there's no getting it off.
That is correct. I don't.
I can't remember what it's called, but you're on the ground. You have to
Okay.
go through a lot to get to it. They all won't be able to see you. But you have to you start playing.
Okay. Looking a lot push-up-y. And then you just kind of...
You wiggle back and forth, but it hurts.
I believe
It
you.
takes a lot of strength that I don't have.
Fully believe you.
Yeah, that looks tough.
Yeah.
I can almost bet Scott would upgrade them for free. We'll we'll send him a message. and
Okay, I
see
need
what
chocolate
happens.
after doing that, even though it wasn't a lot.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Although if the new ones have like a newer design and that's how the diffuser's able to
Yeah.
be on there,
It is.
then I doubt
Yeah.
that would be the case. But I'll give him a ring.
But I do love the diffuser to stop that striping.
I do too. It looks a lot. From the pictures I saw, it looks a lot better.
It really does. What you got? Oh, chocolate? And you want your stool back. Uh-huh.
Well, Mom sat in my spot during dinner. I feel like I should have my spot during dinner.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping my spot warm, Preston.
That's what I'm good for. All
Need
right.
a seat warmer.
Can't believe I've only
Me
hit one
too.
jackpot.
Boom!
I love the way she says boom with that English accent.
I'm a big fan of the 180. I've done a 180 on it. Not my thing. Maybe some ice will help it. I'll be back.
Oh, and up the ramp. Almost lost the multi-ball, but kept it going. Look at him. Lost the multi-ball.
Yeah, he's sneaking up on you, Kelly.
Yeah, he can try. And he can fail.
Yeah. Not quite.
Good attempt.
Okay. Now that I've been drinking this, as I let the flavor just sit in my mouth, it has a honeydew aftertaste after it just sits in your mouth.
Has a big honey taste. I've started to just feel like I'm drinking honey. Like,
Not
to
that,
me.
not that there's anything wrong with
I
that.
put ice in it.
Yeah.
Better. But if you don't like honey by itself,
I like honey by itself.
not gonna like that.
I don't.
This is great.
I don't like
Don't
honey.
get me wrong. I'm glad I bought it. It was on sale, so I'm even glad. I'm
Glad?
even more glad.
You're gladder?
I'm gladder that I bought it. Don't know that I would keep buying it over the regular Garrison Brother, which is I love. I still need to find time to get around to trying
Oh, the Penn Stadium hovers, yeah. We still have one set of hovers that we haven't put on.
Oh! Yeah, instead of using the magnetic thing, you
You're
use
right.
the hover
Yeah,
thing.
so you can raise the thing up and down easier.
I'm fine with the magnets.
Well, he said 3-ball multi-ball. Oof. I would hate having the glue
Yeah,
fail.
we've all been there, done that first.
For the record, I don't think I've personally done that.
Well, I've done
but
it. I'll admit, I've done it more than once. Easy. I'm so used to just grabbing the play field and going.
But Penn Stadiums have really, to me, become an indispensable thing, an upgrade for pinball machines.
Just fix my posture real fast because I sit like a.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're up, Kelly.
you look good.
Oh, no, you're not.
There's a couple of things that we put on so many of our games. If it's an old school game, we're putting old school as in modern old. We're going to put a color DMD on it.
The Pinnovator's headphone
We're
jack.
going to put Pinnovator headphone jacks. We're going to put shaker motors. And then Penn Stadiums.
That's That's about it.
Yeah, it's probably our 4 top must-haves. Then maybe some side art or mirrors.
But the Pin Stadiums are in the same price range as color DMDs, so it took a long time for us to go through our collection to get all the color DMDs in. I mean, you go broke if you just...
If you do them all at once.
Well,
yeah.
if you own as many pinball machines as we do.
Aha.
Everything in moderation.
Couldn't afford to buy 10 Pin Stadiums at the same time.
Volcano and Alien Star. Got backed out on Volcano.
He might have been playing when we had that conversation.
We had stumbled into a deal with Demolition Man and digged up.
You might have had your amazing ball one while we were having that entire conversation. That's a cool animation.
Yeah, the replay animation. Yeah. We used to not see it because we always had replays turned off.
Yeah, it's not something we get to see all the time. It's nice.
I thought you lost your ball and it was my turn to play, and I was like, please, I have to put on my jacket, sir. The jacket that I did not steal from Preston, no. I would never. It's definitely not why it's completely oversized and I didn't buy it.
Good save, Preston.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was
And
my second danger.
Yeah.
I had to stop. Damn.
He said, "Brrr." Quite the ball, Preston.
Sit in Kelly's chair for a second.
All right, while you're over there, you can update the high score so far.
Oh.
yeah, we can.
Okay. Give me a second, dude.
Hang on.
Let us know when you're ready.
Give me a second.
Are y'all ready for the high score?
Yep. 620.
620,
002.
002,
720.
720.
Yep, Burrs has it on the screen already.
Oh, I should have known I could copy and paste.
Yep.
Yeah. We should learn to just wait. It's so much easier.
I love that he does it, but I do feel bad relying on it sometimes. I'm like, Burrs will do it.
But then I feel bad when he does it and we don't use it.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
did not hit a single freaking thing.
Gonna be Preston, Leon, Kelly, Dennis.
All right. Let's do
That was about 40 minutes worth of gameplay.
Was
No,
it?
We're gonna do another one on this.
Wow,
or
that was
move
40
over.
minutes on the nose. One game.
Yep. All right. Moving over then.
Okay.
Are we going to give an extra point for high score then? Or are we not, we're not going to bother with it?
I guess it's not bothered. These are longer playing games.
Yeah.
Yeah, made it.
And now we can all admire Uncle Leon's
You
cool
can go ahead
shoes.
and put that back to 0 now, I suppose. Since
No, we'll leave it up there.
Okay.
We'll just, after.
Well, now if someone comes in, they'll think that is for Jurassic Park, which is a much better score in Jurassic Park than it is on Maiden.
All right, how are we looking?
With our eyes. Let's see.
It's
That's not bad.
It's pretty all right.
All right. Here you go.
Now they won't think it's Jurassic Park score.
Player 4.
I'm 620 million.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm still.
You soft plunging?
Yeah, I'm plunging for Maiden.
I haven't
Uncle
played
Leon
Jurassic
said,
Park in a
how
month.
does one do this?
I got to move the mic over, Preston.
Oh. Doesn't do that.
Oh yeah, the mic's slightly important.
Thank you.
Anytime.
want your seat back?
Please.
My knees hurt. I'm old.
My knees hurt and I'm not old, so that's a bit more problematic.
My knees hurt when I was your age too. Imagine how they're gonna hurt like this when you get my age.
Let's go. Hello. Stop.
What does that say?
Stodgy
Does that say Stogie Mom?
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
My knees are fine.
Yeah.
Stogie Mon.
Well, you were-
not Mom.
Pokemon, send me your Pokemon
I said
logo.
Mon, you dum dum.
Huh? That's my favorite Pokemon.
Stogie? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a shiny Stogie.
Make yourself useful. Go into the living room and get my stove.
Excuse me, sir? Dad, I know that you did not just do that.
Total score is 748,000.
I'm sure Turtles is a great game.
Dad!
It certainly looks like it.
You are better than that.
Oh, we said Stogimon's name, but did we welcome him to the stream?
I did.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
It's so smooth.
Nice.
Oh
Nailed
my god, do y'all know how to play pinball?
it. Clearly I don't.
Apparently we can play Maiden, but not Jurassic Park.
Definitely not biased owning one.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the Turtles looks amazing.
Oh, there's no glass on
Um, I just don't see me liking it more than I like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Maybe I would after I played it, because the game looks so amazing, and it's a theme that I had zero interest in when they announced it. Excuse me, Stern never pre-announces shit. I had no interest in it whenever the rumor was going around that they were going to announce it.
Right.
Stern never goes, hey, we're going to be doing this theme.
Yep.
Oops.
Hey, did none of us know how to play pinball?
I don't think so.
It's a start.
We just bought all this equipment and started streaming pinball this week. But we bought all these machines.
Okay, I'm just gonna, I hope that we do better and that me taking these out is not a waste of my time. That's really cool of me.
Oh, wow, she loves turtles, so you went with an LE. Nice.
That is really sweet.
Nice. And she started playing it. That is an awesome story right there.
Wow. This game's kicking our ass.
So
Any
we're
machine
gonna
that
get
gets
2
somebody back
games
into
in on
pinball is
that.
a great machine.
Mm-hmm.
That just happened.
What are you doing?
Moving black.
There's no glass on Ghostbusters.
It's
That
ca-
freaked me out a second ago. Don't panic, flip. Hello. Jurassic Park is treating us absolutely terribly.
Yeah, so far it's being an ass.
It really is. We know how to play Iron Maiden, but Jurassic Park, never heard of it.
She likes Affam and Tummant so far. Has to like the theme to want to play him. I get that.
Press, you're up.
Some people are like that. Alan's
All right,
like that.
my score sucks, but I'm only one shot away from getting chaos lit.
Alright.
Not bad for playing as sucky as I'm doing. Don't panic flip, hey! Jurassic Park treating us right now. Terrible. We just switched. We played one game of Iron Maiden.
Which we did pretty good.
It took up our entire 40-minute segment, which we had dedicated for Iron Maiden. We're playing 3 games. Each one gets 40 minutes.
Roughly.
Yeah, double scoring.
I completely get having to like the theme to play the game. It means a lot to me.
I know, what's going on?
I'm like that for like the first time I would play something, and if it's older and it didn't just come out, if it's like an older game, and I walk up, I see the theme, I'm like, I'll pass. But if someone comes up to me and says, oh, but it's pretty good, you should try it, I'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
I will too.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. It's a game I've never really played. I'll look at it and the theme I don't like.
Yeah.
That's why I do not like Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
It's a theme I would think I would like, but since it's based on that movie with the MFing ugly Dracula head, I just look at it. I was like, I don't want to play that.
Yeah.
So I stayed away from it until everybody told me how good it was. So yeah, I get
Dracula,
it's a good
Bram
machine.
Stoker's.
Somebody would come up with a better back glass.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but I don't think my art style would go with the machine very well.
Two games I didn't like the themes I got rid of quickly. Iron Maiden and Dialed In.
Wow. Iron Maiden is not going anywhere.
Those would be two machines in my collection that wouldn't go anywhere.
Yes, and Dialed In, I get the whole goofy theme to it.
I don't.
But at the
Yeah,
same
I've been very vocal. I've never liked the theme that much.
But
I don't
wow, what a
like that it's
great
not
game.
a license.
And Metallica, a band. Okay, I grew up with Iron Maiden. I'm still not a giant fan, but I mean, I knew some of their songs. I liked one or two of them.
Oh, he started
Metallica, a
doing
band I really never
well.
liked.
Yeah.
And when it
What's
came
up?
out, I wanted to hate it.
Uncle Leon started playing pinball.
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, I don't like Iron Maiden as a band. I don't think they're a good band. They make music that is great for playing pinball, but not for listening to, in my personal opinion. Metallica, I used to not like them. I like them a little bit better now, but only the songs that are on the machine. But I still love the games.
Two of the best pinball machines ever made.
I don't care for the music on Maiden, but I will keep it because it is so good of a machine.
And we had to make room for Jurassic Park.
Yep.
And to do so, we sold the band we did love,
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Oh, they.
One of my all-time favorite bands, if not my all-time favorite band.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to AC/DC all day over the other two, but they're just better games, and I can't.
I replaced all the music on Iron Maiden with Cake.
With Cake.
I still struggled. Dialed In was fun, but I hated that feeling.
Hated the feeling that I was watching the news. Hey, I get that. But.
Or was the news watching you? It's a Pat Lawler game. Pat Lawler, I can't really think of off the top of my head one Pat Lawler game that I hate.
Yeah, to me, physical gameplay and
can't
rule
bounce
sets
past
will
them.
always bypass theme for me.
Yes, it does for me too.
Yeah.
Thus,
Nice.
Metallica
Bad.
and I
Yeah.
really love the theme of
Better.
Iron Maiden because I love the Egyptian theme. Granted, it's just a weird Egyptian theme with the band.
Yeah.
But I look at it more as an Egyptian themed game with some really cool music to play pinball to.
Yep. Yeah, a good theme is just a really good icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Short skirt, long jacket.
What?
Anyway,
Short skirt, long jacket, cake.
they sang that. I replaced all.
The song that Mom won't let me listen to in the car.
It's a really good song, actually.
Which I can't think of it.
The Chuck theme. Did you ever watch Chuck? You're too young to watch.
Oh, that's not the one that she won't let me listen to. It's the other one that Cake sings.
You're up.
What's the name of that song?
The world
Just
may
go
never know.
Yeah, go in the distance. That's it.
Oh,
Go in the distance.
He's going for speed.
forget what the actual name of the song. I don't think it's going.
In a time of need.
What's one shot in this game that Dad hates with a deep-seething passion? The T-Rex shot!
Yes, they are. I like Cake. I haven't listened to too many of their songs, but the ones I have listened to, I quite
we got
enjoyed.
it.
Control to any pod staff. Please come in. The field staff are stuck in
The paddock.
You're off control of the pod.
This is Nature's doing.
Whoa!
That!
I couldn't see it. Mike was in the way.
It was a little like between the flippers, and then it came back out. He had them both up like you're not supposed to do.
Rookie mistakes, saving him.
Yeah.
Saved by the rookie mistake.
Man, I keep thinking I can hit that on the fly.
What?
I'm down here talking to myself.
I can tell.
I do it from time to
Doing a
time.
good job too.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is gonna be really weird. I play the ukulele, right? So I got bored, and I
Where'd that come from? All right, so you play the ukulele.
got bored, and I went on UTabs, which is just like an easy way to start playing songs. And
Can't even shoot the T-Rex.
I was like, I want to play Hey There Delilah, and I scrolled down to like the little, I guess, comment section. I don't know.
oh, come on.
And someone posted lyrics. Hey There
2-4.
Delilah. It was like, shoot, I can't remember, but it was a quarantine version of Hey There Delilah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like,
yeah, I was
we're
not
stuck
following for a
in
second there.
quarantine.
Nice dance, Preston.
Song calls on.
I had chaos ready,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, I'm gonna shoot that T-Rex. How many shots did I shoot for the easiest shot
double
on the
super
damn
spread.
game, and I couldn't
You
hit?
hate that shot.
I do. I'd really quit hating it, but now I hate it again.
Control room ready.
Going for Raptor. And getting Raptor.
Wait, so I actually had to play this.
So
ball?
George, I looked at that list, and I need to buy the stuff so we can port out the video, and not have to have a camera on it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to do that. It's gonna be super nice.
But I could see where you'd want to have one for each machine,
Yeah.
which in this case would only be 2, so it's not that big a deal. You sent me the link. Excuse me, it wasn't really a list. It was the link to
Video.
Buffalo Pinball's video.
Yeah,
Yes.
it looked like it was gonna be about $80 a machine or so, or
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Yes, yes,
We
that-
we have two games we have to do it to. And I think the board was like 65 was the
Oh, I
main
never got to see.
cost.
I don't remember looking up the prices. Did you?
It was on something I clicked on. I think the little board that you stick on the back next to their stern board is like 65 bucks. Then you've got to buy a couple of cables. You have to buy a cable to go between the board and stern's board, and then one out to the computer. You got 3 sets now.
For Sword Raid, Jurassic Park, and Turtles.
I definitely want to do that.
Damn it.
How hard would it be, now that you've done it and you got one for each, for us in streaming, are we really going to need one for each, or is it would it be fairly easy to put one in
If
and
you don't
then move it to another game?
The stern back box is metal, and if you try and do it, you could short something out if you don't stick it back there. There's
I
a lot
can
of things
see
you could,
that.
a lot of things you could short it out on. Yeah, like he says, it's a pain in the butt to move around.
Okay. That's what I need to know. George can put the link in there. It was Buffalo Pinball did the video. I don't know if they have it up on YouTube. Is that where the link? That was a YouTube video, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
$30 per set. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
that's half the price Leon thought.
Yeah, I thought the boards were 65 a piece. Got a bad memory. Thank you, much appreciated.
There's two.
Preston, pass me up again.
Yep.
Kicking my butt right now.
So, hey, is the calendar all set now? I think I remember reading you got the calendar set where the Pinball Network calendar now fits everybody. Because I think it was the addition of us that broke it.
Okay.
Put it over the top.
The Pinball Network has got so many people under the umbrella now, between Twitch and
YouTube.
podcast and YouTube, that the calendar could only hold so many. So he had to adjust the calendar for it to be able to go above the quantity that we had.
Have
It was like it was only doing like 4 or 5 days of the week, and the other 2 were blank because it couldn't handle the amount of people.
Wow.
have we talked about our new back glasses yet?
No, yeah.
We need to do that. We just got in something amazing in the mail.
Yes.
Some of you may know about already.
We bit the bullet and we bought the CGC
Planetary
Planetary remake.
or CPR. The CPR. Planetary.
CPR.
Yeah.
CPR.
Yeah.
It's like I was wrong, and you corrected me, and I'm like, no, he's not
Yeah.
right. Remake real mirrored back glasses for Twilight Zone and Addams Family right over here, which you cannot see. And our camera is not set on autofocus right now, so I can't swing it over and show you.
But when we got them installed, all of us were so impressed. They look
Wow.
so much better.
The
than
colors
the
are
Translite.
they're so deep and rich.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Highly worth
There you
the
go.
investment.
Nice.
Multi-ball.
Oh wow, that was great.
Yeah, we did. We will. I don't know that pictures are going to do them.
I know. I snapped
Any
one
kind of justice.
photo, and it's not even close to reality.
There's a picture, I believe, on the CPR website that
It shows
shows,
the Translite side by side.
yeah, where they have them side by side, and it truly is that good. Where you look. I'll try to get I'll take the camera off the tripod at the end of the stream, and we'll go over and I'll try to show it. But
we
it's just
did-
not gonna do it.
You can get them regular. I think they have a black and white version of each, and you can get them with a slight mirroring.
We
And
got the mirror.
We got the mirrored version. We're on the Addams Family. The lightning and the antenna and a little bit of the car are mirrored. And on Twilight Zone, the stars in the sky and some.
All around the edge of Twilight Zone.
Everything is piped and mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just little. Twilight Zone's really subtle.
It's
It's
not
little thin piping of mirror tracing
See,
stuff.
as long as I just beat.
It's not
down,
overdone.
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Is that ball 3?
Yep.
All right.
We can play again.
Yeah, we can. Let's get the scores.
I got third, Dad got last. That's all that matters.
Did I get last again?
Yeah.
Yep, Preston, Leon, Kelly, Dennis.
Oh, what's the high score on this game?
400 something. Preston.
446. Preston, let's put it there. You want to put it down?
Oh. Well, he's over
Hey,
there.
birds, you know.
Leave it up though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, Burrs hadn't popped it in. Is Burrs around to even put it in?
May
Of
not be.
course he is. He's amazing.
All right, so we got Jurassic Park. Oh, there it is.
Alright, so you put it in there, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Too
Man,
much.
somebody typed in something. Retzel!
Oh,
Wow!
wow, welcome back. It's an oldie but a goodie.
I get big, my dude.
Welcome back to the stream, Retzel. Haven't seen you in a while.
Dratini. Hey, the reason I am obsessed with Dratini. I feel like I have to explain this to everyone. I have been looking for a shiny Dratini in Pokemon Go since December of 2018.
He's not shiny. He's not shiny.
So I might have a slight obsession.
No.
I might have
I stopped
maybe thought about
Huh?
crying about it a couple
Hatching a
times.
7K egg.
Maybe.
It's not my fault.
Come on,
If
come on,
it
come
is-
on, come on. You absolute disappointment of a noodle.
Alright, we're good.
You absolute disappointment of a noodle is one of my favorite sentences I've ever said.
Mm-hmm.
I have insulted more Dratinis this week than I have in my entire life.
These cookies are crumbly. They're very
That's
crumbly.
the way the cookie crumbles.
It sounds like something from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
These cookies are crumbly.
It does, almost. Good impression. Almost felt like I was standing next to a goat.
Bleh.
As I am known to do.
Adjustment. More goats on or off?
More goats is on.
Our More Goats is on. So, Retzel,
Yeah.
you got Jurassic Park on Thursday? I'm guessing since you asked about More Goats. Sweet. You're gonna love it.
It is so much fun. Oh, this is a broken baby.
Okay, if you go, if you check out over our right spiral loop, you'll see the Pteranodon mod. It's a mod that we got off Amazon for, I mean, you just buy the toy, you got to do the mod yourself. Man, how much did that Pteranodon?
Around $8.
Yeah, it was like $8 for the thing, and it fits perfect. And the wings just cup over the spiral. The ball goes right under the wings.
It definitely looks like it was made for it.
It does. The hard part is getting the sine wire and the little electrical connector to hook to it.
System boot. Will you please shut down the system?
It's on Amazon, and it might be listed as a pterodactyl, but it might be listed as the Pteranodon. That's
It's under Pteranodon.
yeah. Leon says it's under Pteranodon. Oh, he's got his own mic. You heard him.
Oh,
Hopefully.
Oh, true. With our normal sound issues, you might not have heard shit. This is one of the first times we've gone live without the sound. I mean, with the sound on.
Yep. Doesn't happen often.
So, George,
When
when
it
you're
does.
doing it, the key is these little electrical connectors. You got to buy the right size and getting sine wire at Lowe's, and then it fits right on.
If we find the link to the original thing, we'll send it to you. Do you know if you could find that by chance?
yes, I can find it.
Okay.
Leon might still have good pictures on his phone that we took of it to send to a friend of ours.
Yep. We will get the information and we will get it sent over to you. I'm gonna say that we're gonna do it, and I'm gonna probably have Dennis do that because if I do
My
it,
take
it
on
won't
the
actually
honey
make it to
whiskey?
you.
The bottle is very cool and it smells real
Nice. I appreciate that. Okay. Don't Panic wants to know if this is the dinosaur.
Yes.
It looks correct.
Yeah, it's Papo. That is it. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep, that's it.
Papo,
That is the-
dinosaur miniature pteranodon.
Yep.
That is
It went up $1, so wow, expensive.
Wow,
now.
you're getting. I wouldn't take that.
It truly looks like it came with the game.
Yeah. They probably found out how good of a deal they had and raised it up $1.
Boom, mic drop. Did Dad actually get it in the
I
T-Rex?
did. I actually shot the T-Rex ramp.
That's a first. Probably a last.
Now I can't hit the C shot.
I was trying to. I remember it had a silly little word before the pteranodon, and it was Papo.
Peppa!
Uh-huh.
Sounds like its name.
Uh-huh.
Preston from the kitchen, he goes, wahoo!
And I'm going to do
Preston,
nothing
you
with
ready
it.
for the next impression?
As usual,
Wahoo!
starter mode. Ooh, it gave me a late jackpot.
Yeah.
Late jackpot. Get out of town.
Usually Elwin doesn't give you late stuff.
Can anyone hear us?
Oh, yesterday I was playing, Preston. And maybe this has happened to you. On my plunge, instead of giving me my skill shot,
Okay.
it gave me map complete on the first shot.
Yeah, it's a white arrow shot.
I know it's a white arrow
I
shot.
So
haven't
if all
heard
you had
that,
left
that's
was your
all.
P, it might have done both, or did it not?
It was at the beginning. Oh, I guess it could have been on ball 2 or 3.
Yeah.
How it sounds right now.
Yeah.
is how
Then it would have
usually
given you
sounds for
both,
us, and I
the
don't
skill
think
shot
it's
and
gonna
that.
sound
Yeah, it
right.
didn't give me the
It's
skill
okay.
shot. It just gave me map complete with no skill shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what might have happened is it kicked the ball out,
Yeah.
and then it registered a switch somewhere else, so it disabled your
Maybe.
skill shot, and then you hit that.
It's a you question.
Yeah.
Like,
Some of the voice calls in my game sound a little bad at times. Is that the case for yours as well?
I have
I
not-
haven't noticed
I
it.
have not noticed that either. Sounds like it may just be on your game, Retzel.
would
Yeah.
you say contact someone or try to get to the root of your problem?
I would say
Yeah,
first
check.
update the code and just see if that
Yeah,
fixes it.
reinstall the code. If that doesn't work, I'd call Chaz at Stern. He usually answers the phone. And he's helped me with a ton of stuff.
3, 2, 1. Missile away.
Stupid smart missile.
Smart missile missed.
I
Because
think that's a.
We even play the game with the headphones a
Alright,
lot, and you
okay.
can hear every little detail. I've never heard anything that's been out of sorts.
I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I've never noticed any sound issues on the game.
Retzel says his every once in a while. The sound says mixed and muffled while he's playing.
Look for your connections in the back. There's probably like a little. We had it on another game where the sound was doing weird things and cutting in and out.
It was this one.
It was Jurassic Park. He's right. It was
Oh, it
Jurassic
was because
Park.
of the headphone jack.
Yes.
Go
We-
between.
We
Yeah.
thought it was the helicopter.
There was a
plane.
little RCA jack in the back that
Oh.
was not plugged all the way in, and we
That's-
popped it in place. Everything got better.
Yeah. I do
It
remember
sounded
that.
like a helicopter blade was turning every
Yeah.
once in a while. It was like, boom.
So yeah, check your Cat 5 plug-in.
It wasn't a Cat 5. It was an RCA jack.
RCA? Okay, RCA jack.
Just a typical little headphone looking.
Well, I think that's because of our headphone kit. I don't think that's back there normally.
Oh.
That RCA jack goes to the headphone jack.
3, 2,
1. And he got it, ladies and gents.
I tell you, that smart missile, you got a millimeter of play.
You do. It's a good shot. It's a fun shot when you hit it.
I mean, I just had a good shot at it, and it just barely nicked the thing. And as soon as it just nicks the thing,
That's
the other way,
enough. Yeah.
and then it cost me because the ball came back down the middle, and I was done.
swiping,
Yeah,
no swiping. Aw, man.
Definitely go check your sound connections. Do you have a headphone jack installed on it?
I haven't thought about that show in so long.
Swiper, no swiping?
Dora the Explorer, but yeah. That was my childhood.
BRB.
He's gonna go check his connections.
I would. It's a trap.
Cake is a lie.
Going for invalid. And
Oh,
Scene.
I was so sure.
truck in the way.
I hate it when the truck is in that position.
The smart missile will never be active unless the truck is in that position.
Okay. To make it hard.
I actually
got
can't
quiet.
tell if that was sarcasm or not.
No, it's
No, I'm
not.
serious.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's stupid.
It's in the code.
Game Kitten 101, thank you for the follow. We look forward to seeing you every week.
What Kelly said.
That speaker's not speakering.
Yes, we have a speaker that's supposed to be playing sounds right now.
Maybe turn the volume up.
It is up.
Okay, well, obviously not. It made noise.
I know, I heard some.
Sir, that's me.
Up as loud as it can go.
That's my knee. Nah. Boom, boom, boom.
Somebody else do something that makes noise.
It
So-
usually plays just fine.
Uncle,
It should
oh,
not be
Uncle
as
Ian, I
loud.
thought you were
It's
gonna
up
go
as
play
loud
my
as it
ball,
can
and
go.
I was
I've
about to
turned
be
it
like,
all
please
the way
don't.
up.
I wouldn't. It's very loud otherwise. Something's funky with it.
Alright, I turned it back down a little.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ball.
It's just messed up. I guess it's just not doing the.
I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
It's just not doing the sound on our side. I think from the thing. So I might have to re-add the whatever, do whatever.
Gotta mess with the Fetzer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
He says it sounds like the helicopters mixed in with the voice calls sometimes. Yeah. Oh, I guess that was a while ago when I was playing and I was saying,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you tell him to like tape it or something to where it wouldn't swing like that?
What?
The cord that goes out of here and down.
No, I
here.
just told him that ours
'Cause it
was loose, so ours plugged in.
Ours was swinging, and when it went, whoop, whoop, it was going like this was jiggling.
Yeah, but when we reset, we didn't
They got
tape
it,
it. We
baby.
just put
I don't
it
know
in tight.
I don't know that
and
we taped it, but I think we like hooked it to something. Or,
I just remember popping it in.
I don't know, maybe so.
Because I'm the one who looked at it and I went, oh, and I pushed on it and it popped it in place.
Uh huh.
I don't remember doing anything after that. But I can always be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, so take that for what it's worth.
I don't know.
On my watch, I got a bunch of messages.
Scoring.
Oh yeah, double scoring.
They got the really good stuff ready for us. Something's wrong with the pump systems. They're all broken. I can't get this system back without Dennis Nitry. Where's Nitry? Get him here now.
No. Ooh.
We thank Ain't Kidding, I'm sure. We thank Ain't Kidding,
Chat
I'm
has
sure.
been very
Yes,
active.
Kelly
during
did.
my ball.
Another one of the reasons why we were saying we couldn't hear anything.
Right. I thought that was the case, but I just wanted to make sure we weren't missing anybody.
Okay, still beating Dad, and that's all that matters.
No, don't you dare! It did it. Up the in lane, down the out lane. I hate that. Just wasted a whole turn.
Get back in there.
Sure, that is my foot.
Is there any pinball news?
None
I don't think really anything's going on. So
I haven't heard anything.
there's no new releases. Nobody's doing any tournaments to talk about.
TPF open in the hotels.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we
already-
mentioned
did
that, yeah.
yeah.
There's only so much to talk about
Yeah.
nowadays, right? It's
Yeah.
like, what'd you do? Well, I stayed at home. And I went to work, and then I came home, and then I just stayed and went to sleep.
Went to Goodwill, instantly sanitized everything that I touched.
Oh, we did get the plastic edge protectors put on this game today.
Yeah, and let's see the other pinball news. We got the back glasses that we talked about.
Yes, that's 2 pieces of news.
Yeah.
Preston is on the ground.
Oh.
I
thought
news,
maybe.
Kaneda, rest in peace.
Wait, what happened?
He stopped. He doesn't do podcast right now.
He quit. Somebody started doxing him at work.
How dumb do you have to be?
Which made his boss tell him they couldn't handle it and he needed to stop doing the podcast.
You're up, Kelly.
Very good.
Some people need to get a life.
Yep.
Stop messing with others.
I don't know, we talked about it. Were you not here? Because I was talking about I hope somebody doesn't contact my boss and tell me to stop. And this is why I don't use my real name. Good. It's true. Who player 1 is up. We don't have a player 1 right now.
He's on his way.
I still pop off raspberries.
There we go. Ready, player 1.
I am ready.
It's a good
What is
book.
that?
Very
Chocolate covered, like, freeze-dried raspberries.
Ooh, I love raspberries.
There's
not like
a lot left.
raspberries.
We should buy him some more. Demo Herkin, thank you for the follow. We look forward
Thanks
to
for the
seeing
follow.
you every week.
I can't read the name from here. What's it say?
Demo Gherkin.
Oh, is it
Demo Gherkin.
nice?
Love Demo Gherkin.
I'm guessing you own a Stranger Things pinball, or you want to own one.
I believe you.
That's a Demogorgon, sir.
I believe that's the.
Wow.
That's the joke. Anyway,
Oh.
yes, okay, fellas. I remember now.
You're
Oh,
I
hey.
knew you had been here before.
Yeah. How are y'all doing over there?
Demo Gherkin, no. Maybe he's just a D&D fan. Maybe so. It's Chris and Riley. Yes.
Hello.
Figured, based on the.
Do you do
Where
demonstrations
have I heard your name then? If you've not been here before.
for pickles? What?
Gherkin is a pickle.
See, I don't
not who I'm thinking.
I don't enjoy them.
What?
Rowley? Is that Rowley's last name?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're up, Preston.
It's Chris.
Rowley.
Gherkin is a type of
Rowley?
pickle. The more you know. Huh.
It's like a normal pickle, right? Like a cucumber pickle. It's a gherkin.
There you go.
I know in like
I don't eat
Like the
pickles,
UK,
so this
it's
isn't
a-
information I need to know.
if it's like a
Sort of
small.
thing I actively avoid.
Now I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of pickles, I had an amazing Bloody Mary for lunch.
Fine. Oh, damn it. That
Pickle
was
fact,
something.
they call it the real deal. That is so cool. Yes, it's a mix between pickle and Stranger Things. That is cute.
Two things that I'm not really fond of. Don't really like Stranger Things pinball. Hate pickles.
Hate pickles.
Yeah. Do like the Stranger Things show.
I inherited all of your taste buds, and I don't appreciate it a lot of the time.
You didn't eat them all. There's some things I eat that you won't.
I inherited 95% of your taste buds. Please tell me you have an image of a Demogorgon in the shape of a pickle. Now I just want to see a pickle.
I want to see it. If you have that,
Please.
I've got to see it.
Please, someone just Photoshop that real fast. I need to see that.
Photoshop a Demogorgon in the shape of a pickle.
No, just the face. Just take the face and stick it on the end of a pickle.
That's all you need.
Like Pickle Rick crossed with the Demogorgon.
Tastes of full shot.
All right then.
Double scoring.
Yeah, double scoring.
This team straight away. Amber swings.
There's a goat.
Shoot T-Rex.
Sounds like your T-Rex is ready, Kelly.
Control room ready.
T-Rex and control room ready.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
Please.
I think if you get your control room first, you can do it during multi-ball.
Do what?
Ah!
Control room.
Ah! Is it too much to ask?
Yes, it is.
To not suck as bad as Dad.
She must have her earbuds in.
Fits for weaknesses.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Love doing temporary trades.
Yes, we do those all the
Do
time.
them all the time with our friends over in Lake Charles. Y'all, aren't you just in Houston? If so, we can trade.
Woo! That was the most amazing T-Rex
We like
chase you'll have ever
temporary
seen in your
trades are
entire
great ways
life.
to get a new game into play that you might not particularly want to purchase.
Yep.
What?
Chris is the one who taught me how to play Jurassic Park.
What's happening?
Fun fact of the day.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you want to possibly do a trade.
Hey, it's the
Exact-
same.
Exact same way.
Dad still
Everything.
has no points.
I still have no points.
Preston, Leon,
That's all that
Kelly,
matters.
All right, moving on over to Ghostbusters. It is
Moving
5
on
minutes past
over.
time.
Moving on over.
I would say roughly 40 minutes.
Oh, we need to plug. Oh, I need that cord, Preston. Plug
Hey,
these
Dad.
in. They're not doing
Yeah.
that.
Will you?
The power cord.
My knees are really.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
irritating
you
me.
see that thing that has sunflowers on it right there?
Yes.
I need it.
There you go.
Slight pause while we move this.
We
over.
can appreciate Uncle Leon's shoes.
When did you
once
get the
again.
case for that? Because I didn't give you a case. Did it come with? It didn't come
This was
with.
a graduation present.
Somebody just gave you that.
It was a graduation.
Was it part of the same kit that came with your
present.
iMac cover?
No.
Get out.
Was it just blind luck that it had the same sunflowers on it that your cover?
No, I requested sunflowers for both.
Oh.
Funny enough, I even have them on my phone. I enjoy the flower.
We could make that work.
Why don't we go get another? We used to have
You
two
started
stools,
Jurassic Park.
I noticed that.
and I don't know what happened to the other one.
Watch this. Y'all are not gonna like it as much because it doesn't save as much space. But we do have a chair.
Oh, yeah, but you'll be too low if you sit in that.
Player 4.
Well,
It
you're
takes
fine.
up so much room.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's way too much room. All right.
Which is why we don't usually use it.
I can imagine Kelly sitting right there in a chair. He'd just be like Kilroy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My knee, ha ha ha. It's
I
gonna
heard
pop
that.
on the way back up. Oh. Y'all didn't hear that one, but I felt it.
Whoa, Ghostbusters
Whoa.
fun.
Yeah. We started off with Iron Maiden. We flipped. We did it for 40 minutes. Switched to Jurassic Park for 40 minutes. Actually, we did Jurassic Park for 45 minutes, but don't tell
It
anybody.
is not. I have not gotten
And-
into paintings. I feel like I should. I'm
That
gonna
was
let
fine.
that conversation happen in the chat. Can I have the raspberries?
Does your sunflower fascination extend to Van Gogh's painting?
It does not yet. But my favorite thing is I like researching like the history behind artists.
I didn't even see what happened, but thank you, Burrs.
You're up, Dad.
Player 2.
I love the entire speculation on Van Gogh's death and how it wasn't actually a suicide. I feel like that's a really cool thing. And that he was just covering for some boys who accidentally shot him. Because there's no way he shot himself right here.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a great spot. Flawless, just... Where did you get your rolling camera frame? We bought it and put it together from... Oh, where did we get it from? It was like 8020.com or something like that.
I think Dennis
You
ordered it. yeah.
I ordered it.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. If you search, I think it's 80/20 is the company we got it from, and we just kind of built it from there.
You talking about the streaming rig?
Yeah, if I can find the parts list, I can send it to you.
Who gave... Was it
It
Phil?
was not Phil. Phil gave us the list, but it's not his list. It's
It's the guy from California. That
Yeah.
I never remember his
my
name.
God, what's his name? I feel so
Raymond?
stupid.
His dad's thing when he doesn't remember anything, he goes like this and he
Oh
looks
God,
like a
I'll
nerd.
think of it.
Everybody knows him too.
Carl D'Angelo.
Carl D'Angelo.
All right, already got it.
Thank you,
Yes,
Bird.
it's Carl's design. Yeah, it's all from that website 8020. It's not cheap.
No, it's about $1,000.
Yeah, you
It
can spend
is.
about $1,000 building the rig.
And it's paid off.
But if you want to stream multiple games,
Oh, it's so worth it.
it's a lifesaver. We used to stream multiple games, and we would just grabbing all the stuff and running around like little lemmings.
Oh no.
Phone.
Okay, good. Oh no.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yes. It is on the Tilt forums, but God, by now on the Tilt forums, it's got to be buried.
Player 4, you're up.
God knows where.
Yeah.
That's a good song. Hee hee hee.
Now that's a big score.
It's amazing for tournaments.
I can turn the camera and show it to you.
Symmetrical book stacking.
It should be about the perfect spot to be in focus. So, hang on, I'll turn it.
It'll be close. Be a little out of focus.
Are you the gatekeeper?
I can't see what I'm doing.
Just keep turning it.
There you go.
There you go. You can't see the bottom of it, but you can get the top and the legs there.
Is it pretty good and centered?
Sure, we'll say that. You can go ahead and turn it back. Whoa!
Right there. It's kind of probably gonna be sort of out of focus.
It's our new back
Let me put
lens.
my glasses on and I'll see if I can focus in on them.
Don't mind me, just listening to Ghostbusters. I'm back. What happened?
He's focusing on the
There we
cool.
go. You can see them very well.
Yes. This minute has no tick.
There you go. That's the best I'm gonna be able to give them. All right, now back to.
Your regularly scheduled program.
It's my best Price is Right impression. Hope that went well. There's also the old buy a coat rack method. There is. We used to use mic stands. And just like raise them up and then put it over there. But it was so finicky moving them around. We had one for the microphone, one for the camera, one for the other camera. And it was just, it got kind of out of hand. So we were like, let's just get the roll thing, get the wireless things. And so that can go anywhere. Goran, what's up?
Dude! How are you?
It sounds like the game just said, nice Goran.
I'm doing
Hey,
all
it sounds like
right.
a good quote
Preparing
from
to
the
move.
Batman movie.
Y'all have 2 more
Love
weeks
that,
of me.
Goran.
Yeah.
Y'all have 2 more weeks of me before I
Oh my God!
Hey,
See
the
what I'm talking
sound's
about?
working.
go. Flawless JS, thank you for the follow.
Thanks
Look
for the
forward
follow.
to seeing you every week.
Hey, for the record, the sound's working again.
See what I meant by don't turn it up all the way? Thank you so much, Flawless.
I could have like scared a ghost out of me. What?
What the?
2 more weeks, then you better be here in chat talking Disney and Broadway show. I feel like y'all would crucify me if I didn't come back in the chat.
You better be in chat. Unless you're doing some study
Unless,
stuff.
unless I'm in rehearsal
Study stuff.
or studying. Listen, if I'm studying, I can just do what I did last year and use the verse to help me with my freak out. That was a time.
get up
Pitt
there.
Stadium, hello!
Hey, Penn
up?
Stadium! We were just giving you a free plug earlier.
Every time I get 6 times going.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolute no.
We were talking about how Penn Stadiums have now gone into, according to us, along with headphone jacks and color DMDs
It
as
is
must-have
subwoofer.
add-ons to our game.
Those are the 4 things that we need. What
Well, I
are
only
you
listed
doing?
3. What's the 4th?
Subwoofer.
Oh, yeah.
Pinballs.
Yes, we like we do like pinballs in our game.
Yeah.
Flippers, maybe.
They don't come in it. We're doing good. How are you, man?
Okay, all I have to do is just make sure that I beat Dad because I need him to just end today with 0 points. Goran, yes, excellent use of the dog.
Oh, it didn't come out. Now I'm in trouble. I needed it to come all the way through.
Let's do this.
Yeah, but it didn't, you see, so your entire plan got messed up.
Busy? I understand. Launch a new product, you're gonna be a little busy for a while.
What do you launch?
What?
What they launch?
There's new Penn Stadiums that have like, among other things, they have like a diffuser and they're better
I
with
just
connecting.
gave away
that's so
so
cool.
many
Yeah.
points. I had it set for max points per shot.
That's
couldn't
so
make
cool.
one. All right, what's so cool? I was lamenting.
I didn't know that Penn Stadium had launched something because I'm very out of the loop all the
Yeah.
time.
They have a diffuser, so our Iron Maiden, where those silver ramps look all striped.
I love the stripes.
It
I think
take-
they're so cool.
The stripes are kind of cool,
takes that
but
away,
yeah. I get where you can like them. Is that the new? But didn't you have the new Neos? I thought there was something different besides the diffuser, because he had the diffuser before the Neos,
Third
didn't you?
sense is
That's
the
my
best.
phrase. They know my phrase.
Yeah, Kelly.
The governor. So don't start going there.
We don't talk about that.
Are we governing again?
Oh, it's just Goran being funny.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not the real governor.
That was wrong.
So wrong.
That was also wrong.
Oh, the did you answer that question about the screw on the right ramp? Are you talking about here on Ghostbusters where you
Not what I wanted
put
to
the
do.
extra to make the right corkscrew ramp easier to shoot?
Yeah, it's a hex
Also
standoff.
not what I wanted to
Yes.
do.
Yes, we did that.
Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know it.
But yeah, it makes it much easier to make that shot.
We love pinball. We love you.
Didn't work. Neither did that.
Goran and funny used in the same sentence, usually not, is there?
Yeah, we were one of the early adopters of that mod. As soon as somebody suggested it, we did it.
What mod?
The hex screw
Oh yeah,
to make the right ramp easier to shoot.
you have to. So there you go. There's another one on your list. Have to.
There were the Omegas, but they were warm white only and no colors. The Neos are color, even brighter, with all shades of white too. It has the blur diffuser. Cool.
Weird to hear the word shades of white.
Mhm.
That just sounds off.
I guess it would really be shades.
So I got a question for you then, and maybe I'm putting you on the spot in front of everybody.
How dare
Is there a way to adapt the current ones that we have with diffusers?
You better be. That hurt so bad. I almost fell on the floor.
Not sorry about that one.
Oh, nobody steps on a church in my town.
You look a druid.
I didn't do this. This is not my doing.
I did that.
Steps on a church in my town.
Goran, that was so out of left field. What?
This is my sweatshirt.
That is your sweatshirt that I did not steal from you. No, I would never.
It's been like a year now, I think, you've had that. I said I was going to take it back when it got cold, and then it got cold.
And then I
And now it's the
offered to
middle
give
of
it back to
summer.
you.
You did, and I
And
just
then you
said keep
said,
it.
nah, so it's mine now.
Yeah.
And I wear it, so.
No, I cannot explain anything that Elon Musk has ever done. He is a
When does it get cold in
insane
Texas?
man.
That one little week span of time.
yeah.
There's like set weeks that it's cold, and those are the only times of the year that we'll ever get it.
Yeah. And we know we're on the internet, and it's colder where you are.
But for us, not being used to it, it is cold.
We could be at the
What are we calling
Poles,
cold?
and it would be
I say
colder where they
anything
are.
below 60 warrants a light jacket or
Yeah.
sweater.
I was in Texas when it was cold a couple months ago. Yep. Penn Stadium, while you're here, what are the kits for streamers? That's fine. I'll allow it.
So close.
Oh.
Hey,
oh
guys.
My God. Hey, Alan. Can't hear you not because I don't have
Seven.
audio, but because I'm at Jenna's show. I just wanted to say hey and let y'all know that Jenna and I killed it on stage for the daddy-daughter dance, and she had a fantastic show. Love you guys. We love you too. But do you love pinball, Alan? Because that's a big thing.
He can't hear you.
Wave to Alan. He
You get
can't hear
Twitch
us.
on Android.
Alan can't hear us?
He can see you, but he can't hear you.
You get Twitch on Androids.
What?
Oh no. Oh, everything's going. No! Don't go in there.
That's the librarian.
Welcome to my life, Preston. Nothing ever goes right.
That's funny. Corin asked Alan, he goes, you get Twitch on Androids?
I'm glad that you said that because I thought Alan said that, and I was like, that doesn't make any Much sense. Any much sense.
He gets Twitch, but everything's green. Yeah.
That librarian is spooked out of her mind.
Alan can't even hear us. You hear us making fun of him.
No.
Oh, damn.
They'll have to type it if they want Helen to hear it.
You barely got that.
Okay, did Penn Stadium answer my question earlier and it scrolled up? Because I had to go play.
I was playing too, I don't know.
See you next Sunday, Alan.
If not, it may not be something that he can't answer.
Why does it feel like the light is not on us?
I don't know. It is.
Just look
It is.
darker.
Oh, you know why? Because I made it a little darker a second ago.
Be like, we were brighter earlier. I know, because I'm not
Yeah,
reflecting as
that's-
much. Considering
there you
I am
go.
literally-
A little better?
Yes.
Y'all ready to? My friends roasted me this weekend.
I made it a little darker when I.
He did answer it. We'll scroll back up.
I made it a little darker so the back glasses wouldn't be blown out when I put the camera on them.
My friends roasted me this weekend. They looked at me and they're like, Kelly, you are so pale that you are like the moon in which light just reflects off of you.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks guys. My self-esteem just went so high up.
Here comes Preston again, like always.
Gozerian.
Okay, I don't see an answer to my question.
What was the question?
My question was: is there a way to retrofit the old Penn stadiums with the diffuser?
Oh, dumb.
I will, because I will stay in chat, Goran. Oh, it's my turn.
Your turn, Kelly. me get out
Preston,
of
you
your
don't
way.
look like me.
I was waiting to see my score.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard thing to do. I actually have to play. I don't want to.
Oh, thank you. This is my, I do photography as well, and this is my professional camera. I've only been saying for a year and a half I was going to bring it and use it. And never did. And finally, about a month ago, I brought it.
Yep.
And it's been a staple ever since.
Yeah, it
few
looks
streams
so
have had
good
it.
now I can't not bring it.
Last few streams have had it, except for the last one.
We had it last stream.
For some of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just went out on me because
It eats battery like a hog.
well, we had it plugged in, and we didn't realize that it was using a little more power to do the stream with
Then it was taken in.
Then it was taken in, so it slowly killed the battery.
If you start with a fully charged battery, it'll make it all the way through the stream. But if you start with the battery dead, it won't. It just doesn't pull in enough power to,
Well,
to sustain itself.
We learned. We start with a fully charged battery, and we get 2.5 streams.
Yep.
We were 1 hour into the stream last week when poof.
No!
You know, 2.5 out of 3 ain't bad.
Dad beat me, I'm pretty sure, and I don't like it.
Oh, was that the end?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I beat Dad!
Yep, it was right as trivia. Finish.
Yeah, exactly.
I beat Dad!
Same order. Oh my god.
Oh, thank God!
Powerballs?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do power balls. Oh, looky.
1 second while we install Powerballs.
Thank you, Burrs.
Oh, I was going to take a picture of it. Thanks, Spurs.
Y'all can watch my terrible dancing. That's a pinball on the
Yeah,
ground.
go pick it up for him, please.
Tiny hands.
Yeah.
Where do you want these?
In this cup.
Okay, in the cup they go. There is still.
Oh, I need one more.
Like, there is a.
Who are you gonna call? We're gonna call Penn Stadium with an order for Penn Stadium Neos.
Hi.
How's that for a quick plug? Hashtag not a sponsor.
This better, Goran?
Really good. It sure sounds like it.
Okay. Thanks a bunch, Scott. I appreciate it. Alright.
Get the lockdown bar back on and we'll be ready to go.
Look at that man, so speedy. Speedy Gonzalez over there.
Come on.
Goran, did you approve of my last dance that I just did with the little spinny arm and my step touch? Kelly, that's my go-to dance move, step touch with a hand roll snap. Actor, singer, mover.
Alright,
I
Powerball
can
payoff
actually
worth
dance.
double.
I just can't dance conventionally. I tap dance. So like I can't just be like, ooh, look at me and I'm cool, and then show up and time stuff. It's like, let me just buffalo real fast.
Still didn't work.
Tap is so much fun. It's like therapy. It's like get all your anger out while kicking your legs as hard as possible.
Damn it.
It was a valiant effort. I
Hey,
see.
we haven't explained the Powerballs to anybody.
Flaps. Flap, step,
Yep,
stop.
all 6 balls in the game are power balls.
How-
At the end of the game, all
What are Powerballs?
what are power balls?
Power balls are the little ceramic
They're
balls
games
that
that
are
was
slightly
much lighter than the regular
and a
pinball.
lot faster.
20% lighter.
I would say they're about 20% lighter,
And how much
Preston.
faster would you say they are?
They are at least, let's go with 37% faster.
Sure, why not?
DBQ!
typically
Hello!
go with
Howdy!
between 50 and
we are in
100, but
Texas.
it's
I will
fine.
howdy you back. How you doing on this fine evening? Yeehaw!
Anyway, it makes the game damn hard. Short version.
20% lighter, 50% faster.
Your level 1 tap is how many different
100%
like,
more
combinations
fun. Mm-hmm.
of time step, you know? Haha, Alan has 0. So does Dad. Make fun of him too.
Hey, WQ, welcome back. What?
Yeah.
So does Dad. What?
Alan has a reason for having 0. Dennis does not.
Dad just sucks. You little mooch. Maybe I have a milk bone.
Yes, it's true. This man has.
Actor, singer.
Yeah. Duvall,
Hey.
greetings.
Hello.
Hey, welcome
Greetings
to the
and
stream.
salutations.
Hey,
Yes, it's
Colin.
Colin's here.
Yeah.
What's up, my dude?
Yes, it's a Powerball
Payoff.
payoff. Just in time. Final game.
20% lighter, 50% faster, 100% more
More
fun.
fun.
I mean, that's subjective.
Hey-o.
Hey, thank you, Keval. Much appreciated.
Thank you for the
Hey,
host.
thanks for the host.
I don't get to see the
Yes,
little cat.
it's weird. We do this at the end of every stream where we do our Powerball payoff on whatever game's the last game, and there's definitely
No
interactions with different games that like have magnetic stops, and
This is a big one.
this one's huge.
Oh, no, not that way.
The slingshots do nothing. The ball just
Not
basically
that way.
bounces off.
Yeah, it just- If it was a pro, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. would it?
No, would not.
What wouldn't be a big deal?
The slings in this game with the Powerballs.
Yep.
But it's kind of fun interacting and seeing what the Powerballs do with the game.
Fast.
Yeah, it plays so much different.
God, it's just
Like-
so much faster.
One of the things that I should have mentioned, if we shoot it in the librarian scoop on the far left, we have it set to where when the ball comes out of that scoop, it sends it to the left flipper because it could never get it to the right like it's supposed to. But with the Powerball, it's just straight down the middle.
Yeah.
The different weight makes it come out of the scoop much differently.
Yeah, and you learn some things about the games. I'm kind of out of focus. You learn some things about your games and how they play with that. Like the Addams Family, if you get it in the thing,
Right.
yeah.
and it goes to pick it up and it can't because it's a Powerball, it doesn't think, oh, maybe the magnet's not working.
It just keeps-
It just goes, well, it must not have been there. You didn't get the lock. So all locks have to be made in the vault.
Yeah.
on Adam's Family with the Powerball, which I think is kind of a cool little feature. Twilight Zone, not playable. It's
Yeah.
just Powerball mania all the time, and it never stops.
What?
Well, if you didn't have
Powerball.
your headphones in, you might know.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
You can't play Twilight Zone with all Powerballs unless you just want to play Powerball Mania. Powerball Mania. Powerball Mania.
Honestly, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. I want
We've done it. We did it one time. We put them in to see what would
We
happen.
did. It did not go well. Powerball EMs are the best.
Powerball
Yes!
TNA. Powerball TNA.
Yep, I agree
I
with
will
that.
say it forever.
But
Oh wow! We put the Powerballs in.
What's up, man?
We put Powerballs in
Ethan!
TNA and did a group thing
Mm-hmm.
to take the reactors down, and we finished it in like 2/3 of the time.
Yep.
Or of the play that we had of the 4 people playing.
Yeah, we did pretty well, but it was a hell of a lot of fun.
Ethan's back with his real name.
Ethan, we missed you. I'm not sure if Alan did, but we did.
Powerball TNA, oh my god, and it looks amazing.
Oh, it really
We
does.
beat the game.
Man, we had a chance to buy that TNA too. He was selling it after we traded
We were
it
gonna
back.
trade for it.
Yeah, the trade he wanted for it, we didn't want to give up that game.
Yeah, I didn't know he was selling it later.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh.
After we backed out and didn't do the trade, he sold it.
I know, I'm so sorry, but he is in chat. He was at a like a
He's at his
recital
daughter's
for his
dance
daughter.
recital.
He can't
left chat.
hear
I think
us.
he already left chat.
Oh, he can't hear us, but he might come back to chat at some point and see what you posted. And he does watch these later.
He does, so make fun of him all you want right now.
And the chat doesn't show up on YouTube, so I'll do him a solid. And if Ethan puts something in chat that's very offensive, I'll make sure to say it out loud
I'll say
so
it
that
with
Alan
you.
gets to hear it later. You're welcome, Alan. Love you, bud.
You're our favorite cousin.
You're up.
I need to buy Powerball. I mean, it's not go crazy though.
Oh,
I
what
need to
the
buy
heck?
Powerball to play Powerball Grand Prix.
Some
in
Switch
Meteor. That
just
would
hit on
be
me.
awesome. I would love that. Welcome.
That room. Oh, I hate when I do that. I discovered a new pimple by itching some on my face, and I don't like it because it hurts.
Yep.
I gotta say, I love playing with the Powerball in most EMs. It makes a lot of them play so much better.
It really does.
Oh, anytime, Goran. I'm here for you. I will share all of my weird information.
Saw that.
Oh, look, my stool is back.
What the hell?
Player 3.
Justin's.
It's fun.
I don't
Powerballs
know
are
if
kind of
UT's starting
pricey.
up online. I'm
but
not going to UT. I am going
they're
to
fun.
St. Edward's, which is also in Austin, so I understand the stuff.
Oh, that went around.
Kelly
I'm
is
not
not
saying-
going to UT. She's going to be going. Did you already cover that?
I just
you
said
were,
that
you were busy
like
talking
2
about
seconds
something
ago.
else. Y'all had 2 conversations going on at once.
All right. So I guess we got the whole St. Edward's thing in. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a roommate. It's great, and I do plan on playing pinball, so look forward to seeing me there. Fun fact. I know I've mentioned this multiple times. I don't know.
You know what happened? The
Pinball
whole
was
Bad City Pinball started this whole COVID thing to stop pinball because they knew you were coming, and they just couldn't put up with you showing up there and running over through their tournaments.
That sucks. I'm still going.
It's pretty extreme, I gotta say.
I'm still going, so haha, joke's on you. I am very.
Oh, cool! St. Ed's is right across the street from him.
Yay! You should pop in, say hi.
Will they even allow visitors?
I mean, it's an open campus. And it's a really pretty campus, too. I love it so much. They take care of that place. Okay, as I was saying earlier, pinball and like you and like Tracy are some of the reasons. are people who like I know in Austin. It's like I can go there and start playing pinball and be in a scene with people I know and I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And that was like a huge like deciding factor for college for me. Whoa, that was cool.
I didn't see what he did. I was looking away.
He did a real nice live catch.
Oh!
And then he drained the ball with it.
Cannot believe I held that
Good
flipper
job,
out like
stupid
that.
head.
God. Oh well. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
So they say. I don't make any mistakes. Look at my score.
It's true. You have been flawless at your zeros. Mistakes were made. Yeah. I can't say they weren't.
Oh, tonight has just been nothing but one giant mistake.
Ah.
Stay Puft Joe's
That
train.
was cool.
It does that. More than I would like to admit.
Were you on Stay Puft?
I just got there. It was choose and perish train. I don't.
You perished.
Yeah. I guess
What?
it really was choose or perish.
Yeah, what? Yeah, Paris wasn't supposed to be the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I backhanded that. I'm cool.
Travis Clay. So you're saying there's more choices than the 4 on the dot matrix?
There is. There's another one. It's a big choice they don't tell you about.
2 times, 3 times, or drain.
It's permanent.
There's 2
and
times,
it's worth
3
nothing.
times, 0 times.
Yeah. My bonus was worth more than any one of those individual shots.
What?
So I went for it.
That.
Player one, you're up.
That should be a trivia question.
Well, now you ruined it. It was gonna be.
Colin gave me some about a month and a half ago when I was doing trivia. Colin submitted some trivia questions for me.
This is just the coolest.
Parish times 5.
Hey, if you have trivia questions, you should. Oh,
Colin,
wait.
you really got to
Who
try
does
it.
trivia next?
When you put the power balls in, the games you were so used to
You're
just
right.
play so much faster.
Oh my god. Who has trivia next? Is it?
I just did trivia last week, so
Should it be Preston?
Yeah, it was me and then him, so it's
I
going to
think
be.
Preston's
Yeah, it
next.
should
Yeah.
be Preston. It should be like in the order of our chalkboard.
I think Preston's next.
Choose your skill shot.
Oh,
That is a great question because I have no freaking
I didn't-
clue, Goran.
I didn't even realize we were doing trivia in chalkboard order, but we are. You're correct.
We
Our
usually do
trivia goes in
order.
chalkboard order. I've never noticed that.
But trivia goes to chalkboard order.
Yeah, because
Who
I just
asked-
did it, and then it was Dennis, and then you're next, and then Kelly, and then Alan.
Oh, how about that?
Yes, it's true. This man has.
Which is totally different from the original order that we had.
Yeah.
Hey, Press, you're up.
It got messed up somewhere.
Along
Oh,
the way.
right,
yeah,
so-
we have no clue what the original order was.
here's one thing, like on this game, the Powerball's going so fast, you shoot the right orbit to start that mode, and where a normal ball just goes around and hits that little
It does.
post,
Yeah, it bounces
it
off.
stops.
Yeah.
The Powerball goes
Good luck.
around,
Good
hits the
luck.
post, and bounces
Bye,
all the way
Wallace
back
fans.
into the pot.
into the
If I knew that, I would have missed the
Hope you
scoop
had a good
anyway.
time. Look forward and hoping to see you next week.
Oh, but I don't think I can. I can't start.
Yeah, I'm
my,
sure Preston
damn
will
it, that was
accept
dumb.
email
I can't start my multiplayer. Oh well, I guess it wasn't because I had to shoot the ramp anyway.
Excuses.
Have I watched
I'll
the?
just
I
cut
But
have
it happened.
not
Don't
watched
worry
the
about it.
Muppet Show on Disney Plus. You already know what I'm binge watching because it's just oh so fun. I've been binge watching Criminal Minds.
Okay, that was
I have
weird.
watched about 10 seasons
Of
Give that a
Criminal
second.
Minds.
of Criminal Minds.
Wow.
Uh,
That's an odd
and I
show
started
to
like
pick.
halfway
A lot of
through
people
the
are watching
quarantine.
Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It jumped over the this
Uh-huh.
and went into the subway, and it's settling. So give it a second.
It doesn't know it's in there.
It will. It'll figure it out. It's just settling, going back and forth. It'll eventually fall.
There
in.
might be a magnetic sensor to let it know there's a ball there.
Well, it will do the check. And
I think it just
poops it
physically
out.
falls in, right? I could be wrong. Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Good shows. I have not watched, but I will watch.
That wasted a lot of points doing that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of crazy crap happens in this game
Damn.
with the power balls in it.
A lot
That
of
was all my
crazy
fault,
crap
but it's
happens in this game regardless.
Final ball.
Yeah, and it
That's
is.
it. Final ball of the night.
It's 10 o'clock.
I'm
too.
gonna drain
Good
instantly
timing.
now.
NCIS is great, Goran says.
Oh, wow, once again, I'm going to come up with no points.
Wow, you're going to score a 0 for the night?
I'm getting a
Alright.
flat ass
We'll do
0
that.
I don't
for
think
the
that
night.
has ever happened.
No, it has not.
Congratulations, Dennis. You're on the board of heroes. Or zeros. I forget.
Heroes or zeros?
Yeah.
It's a new pinball tournament.
Everything you're doing is bad. And I'm
Wow, guys, I'm
Heroes or
amazing
zeros?
at pinball.
Bird
You
says,
know me,
"Shut up."
The best. Drain it.
All right.
Alright, so
I beat Dad. That's all that matters. It's the same order.
Dennis,
It's
you're
the
only-
same order.
Your only job was to beat Alan, and he couldn't do it.
oh, true. My only job is to beat Alan. I couldn't do it.
All right, those are the scores for the night.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We love playing pinball and talking to you every week. It's so much fun. Thank
That's
you for
funny,
stopping
Al.
by in chat. We
Colin.
really do appreciate it. I guess we're going to be back next week. It's going to be trivia. It's going to be my trivia.
Yay!
20 questions for these guys and that one other person. And I think that's it, right?
Oh,
we don't have
wait.
anything
Unless
else?
Kelly has
Is there any?
something.
I have something to say. I just wanted you guys to know that if you love pinball,
Oh, yeah.
we love you. And good night, everybody.